Hey guys, Smalls here, and this is a movie review. I'm joined by my brother Justino with a handheld microphone.
Hi guys.
I forgot
Hi.
batteries.
This would be awesome. I got a mic in my hand. I'm not doing no mic drops, don't worry about it.
Yeah. What movie did we see?
Lost in Space? No.
I wish it was.
Yeah, would have been much
I
better.
feel like I was.
We were lost in space in this movie. I kind of was.
We're straight right out of Ad Astra.
AD.
ASTRA. Starring Brad Pitt and
Pitster.
a whole lot of other
Faces and names.
well-known actors.
Yes.
Legendary actors with a very, very limited role.
Very, very limited.
It's the Brad Pitt movie in space.
Talking to himself.
It's the Brad Pitt movie in space.
Yes.
This movie is about Brad Pitt's character, an astronaut and a major in space.
A major in space.
Space major.
Going
to Neptune to go look for his dad.
But you can't just go straight to Neptune. No. No, you cannot.
No, you cannot.
That's not how this movie works.
Mm-mm.
Should we spoil it? It feels like we are. This is spoilery.
Well,
If you haven't seen the movie and are afraid of spoilers, please skip to the end of this video.
well, we're just running through the plot.
Right.
Trying to change up the format a little. Tell you what the movie's about a little bit without giving too much away. Yeah, they go to Neptune to find his dad.
Played by
Tommy Lee Jones.
the great Tommy Lee Jones.
One of the legendary actors.
Yes.
That's in a limited role.
Very well played though.
Mm-hmm.
Really, really good on the emotion. You never see Tommy Lee Jones in a role like this, really.
Not in a sci-fi. Like, I don't think you've seen many old men in space aside from Obi-Wan Kenobi.
This is not the droids.
These
are
aren't
not
the
the
droids
droids.
you're looking for. This isn't the movie you're looking for.
No, this is not. It's a decent space.
Yeah,
Well, no. Okay, it is not a space adventure. I'm sorry. If you're expecting something from like Mission to Mars or Interstellar or some of the other, where they have a lot more action going on, this is not that movie. No, carnivorous alien life forms.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not really gonna spoil much of it anyway because you've probably seen the trailers. You don't see any of that.
Yeah, it's a very artsy movie. I can't even call it a movie. It's a very artsy film.
It's a film.
It's a film.
And it's an artsy film.
Yes.
Yes, for film festivals. Now, mind you,
It probably belongs in a film festival,
yeah, it definitely does.
but because it's also Brad Pitt,
Paid for this movie, probably.
yeah,
He's a producer.
It's the reason why it's in a theater.
Yeah.
This is
Produced by Brad Pitt.
Yeah, this is
With a director handpicked by Brad Pitt, starring Brad Pitt.
and other actors.
That's a Pitt flex.
Yeah, Pitt flex.
Wait, how do you do a Pitt flex? Pitt flex.
That doesn't do grades on Brad Pitt's performance
no.
or any of the performances.
Yes. I will tell you now, Brad Pitt should be nominated not for this movie.
Not for this movie.
Well, I mean, he might, but you never know.
Could be, but
not for his role in this movie.
No.
Definitely Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Once Upon a Time in
Yes,
Hollywood.
we'll revisit that for now.
Probably his best film this year.
Yes, it is.
Ad Astra. Again, it's an artsy film.
Very art. You know what? Visually, oh my goodness, stunning.
It's
You okay? Me going in, I was like, I'm pretty sure this is a very artsy, So I was like, okay, pay attention to the visuals. See how they shot it.
yeah.
Space movies are hard to shoot. It really is. Like, how do you capture that? A lot of people, you get these footage from, missions from space, and that's all we get. And it's basically black with Earth in the background.
Yeah. But
I mean, one of the best scenes that I seen was what I saw. One of the best scenes when they were on the moon. I mean, we've been there,
and you probably saw snippets in the trailer,
right?
But how they've shot each and every location is mind-blowing.
I mean, they were on the moon, and then nice little nod to the blue marble up there.
The blue marble.
Yeah. And the way they shot it, I was like, that is amazing. I wish
Mhm.
I could be on the moon.
Yeah, everything that was shot, especially in outer space, looked visually accurate. Like,
I would hope. Yes.
yes,
It definitely did.
You don't even you look at this movie and you don't see CGI. You
No,
just,
no,
you
no
just
CG.
see visuals.
I mean, shoot, industrial light and magic.
Sci-fi visuals, but it just looks so real. Not to mention some of the worlds that they visit, or the stuff, the places that they visit, the locations. They seem pretty accurate.
Yeah, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Neptune. Not saying the next one. That's so grade school joke.
I had to think on that one.
Okay, so yes. Sitting in this theater, it felt like I was sitting around like a group of intellectuals.
It did.
Intellectual people coming to watch this movie.
Kind of. Yeah.
Yeah.
You look at the crowd. Yeah, it's like, oh wow, these are like sort of aged, intellectual kind of people.
Yeah.
I did feel kind of out of
This
place.
is not the same crowd that went to go watch, what's that one PSA we did? Angel Has Fallen. Different crowd. Completely different crowd.
Totally different. I would hope so.
Yes.
And along those lines, Ad Astra is also to a totally different demographic.
Yeah. I mean, it's a movie for free thinkers.
Yes.
Definitely. Like, sit in a movie, you watch it, and it's a very isolating movie.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of quiet, because space is quiet. And at the same time, you're sitting there with your own thoughts, watching Brad Pitt in his own thoughts.
It tries to be deep, especially when one of the underlying themes or one of the underlying messages is, psychoanalysis.
Oh yeah, definitely. Straight up psychoanalysis all day long.
Like, it kind of does drive you mad alongside with Brad Pitt's character. Which probably kind of works now that I'm thinking back on it. But while you're watching it,
it's not an entertainment value.
It's not very
there.
entertaining. Yeah, it's not very
Probably not
entertaining, but it's, again, artistic, and there's a lot to think about.
If you're in the art, if you're an aspiring filmmaker, and you want to create art, and looking for a base or something to kind of study, yeah, this movie's it.
Yeah, Ad Astra is a pretty good.
It's
subject
not
for
a
it.
very superficial movie. It is not. It is very deep.
It's
Space.
It's deep. It's visual.
Yes.
It's just
There's layers to it.
not.
There's definitely a lot of layers to this movie.
Now, because of how artistic it is not for everyone.
No, not everyone's cup of tea.
Yes, for an average moviegoer, this would be a really, really boring film.
Yes.
Like,
Those that are into Victorian age art would not have a really good appreciation for modern impressionists. You have people have their own tastes. Yeah, this is, I don't know, might be for some people, might not be.
like, the performances are so subdued. Everything just feels so. It just feels bland in a way. There's hardly any life, I would say, and damn, a lot of it.
Really?
It's
Because,
just so deep.
I mean,
And
why would there be any life here in space?
yeah, for average moviegoers, you probably will hate it because of how just boring it is.
Yeah, that's the word. I hate to put it on a movie, but yes,
But
boring.
if you're so art savant and you just need a film so sophisticated,
Oh, sophisticated film.
then Ad Astra's your film. And if you like Brad Pitt, yeah, that too.
Oh yeah, if you're a Brad Pitt fanboy, go ahead, watch this movie.
Ah.
No, you don't get no shirtless. Well, yes, you do get a shirtless Brad Pitt in this movie. I hate to say it. I was about to say
yeah.
no, you don't, but I was like, yes, he does have that one.
Oh yeah, he's got a
Yeah, he has
shirtless
to.
part. Yeah.
He has to.
I mean, it's his movie. It's his movie. He needs to be shirtless for at
Yes.
least one.
For one
Shot.
Yes. Like, really? Like, you never see people naked in space? Brad Pitt's naked in space.
That's the fan service you need right there. Okay, let's get down to the review. Brain.
That's a tough one. I have to say, brain on to get a deeper appreciation of it for the kind of movie that it is.
Yes.
If you have your brain off during this movie, you will be snoring.
Yeah.
I had to struggle to stay awake in this movie. I really did. There were these like eye-dropping moments that I'm like, turn your brain on. Pay attention. Oh, nice. That was shot really nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That they never thought they would have been able to do it like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, keep your brain on. That's how you end up staying awake through the movie. That's how you stay awake through the movie.
Yeah. Unfortunately, keep your brain on, because if your brain is even half off, you won't get, the stuff that you would absorb from this movie they're trying to give to you.
If your brain is on like half power, you're gonna be watching. Your brain's gonna be like, turn on sleep mode. It'll ask you, turn on sleep mode? No. Okay, brain on.
But I feel like also if your brain is inadequate, your brain will melt.
Yeah.
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 You kind of need a bigger brain for this, I would say, or something that can at least take in something abstract or something very artsy.
Yeah. Inadequate brains, I can't imagine be like, oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's inadequate brain
Mm-hmm.
right there. Can't believe I did a description like that.
Yeah, that's an accurate description.
Okay, so brain on. Stay awake.
Brain on.
Would I recommend this to other people? No, probably not. I'm sorry.
No,
No.
me neither.
Save your money, please.
Food.
Oh, I've been struggling to think of one for this one.
This is definitely not fast food.
It's not fast food.
No.
It's fine dining.
Ow.
It's tuxedo. It's make sure you have your reservations in like a year in advance.
It's
to go to this very high upper class eatery known by like the elites.
yeah.
I mean, it's not even advertised for this place.
It's
You put your reservation in, and you go, and you get these nice plates with this little tiny food.
It's an
And
upper class.
You go in and you're
establishment.
like, I don't know if I belong here.
Mhm.
And that's me in this movie.
Mhm.
Hey, that was a pretty good. Yeah, that's it.
That's
Yeah.
probably a really,
yeah,
really good
yeah.
analogy.
Yes.
Not
Not satisfying at all. No.
For me, I would agree with you, but I do have a pick, and it's like an art and wine.
Art and wine.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's like an art and wine.
Oh. Well, I know people that go actually to those art and wine.
I mean, it probably is pretty good for art and wine goers. It's
It is, now that I think of it.
an art and wine.
It's an art and wine.
It's very
They think
artsy.
you're creating art.
It's very artsy, and
Oh man, maybe I have to go watch this movie drunk.
that's probably the best way to enjoy it.
Yeah.
Just have a couple glasses of wine.
Have a glass of wine with Ad Astra.
Yeah.
Be like, ooh,
And it would be just superb.
art.
It would be your top 10 films of all time.
Possibly.
It's
Possibly.
it's either art and wine or a very, very aged cheese. You can have aged
Oh.
cheese with your art and wine. There we go. That whole package is Ad Astra.
Yes.
Really aged stink cheese and fine wine and
And
people who think they can paint.
Painting the moon. Backdrop.
Neptune and the
And
planet
the-
after.
Yes.
Ah.
And a tiny little Brad Pitt.
Oh, Brad Pitt in fine detail with his shirt off. Ad Astra. It is a unfortunately keep your brain on, especially if you have an adequate brain. And it is a very fine dining.
Appropriate shirt for today.
I don't think you don't have like a restaurant for it, right?
No. I've never been to a place that's not even advertised.
It's a non-advert. It's like an elite club, fine dining.
Yeah.
Wherever the hell you can find something like
Hell,
that.
if somebody wants to point me in a direction and invite me one time to an elite dining, not advertised, reservation only for a year, sure, why not? Bring me. I'd love to.
It's a private chef.
I'd try
in a
that wine
penthouse.
and cheese.
Yeah. For me, it's art and wine.
Yes.
Yes. If you enjoy cinematic visuals, this is probably the best cinematic.
Oh yeah.
The best cinematography I've seen all year.
So far, yes.
Let's just end this review before we just drift off into space as well.
We're gone already. I'm already gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, my mind's in space.
To be accurate, this was a hard watch. To be fair, this was a hard watch.
The story's good.
Yeah.
The plot's there. Yeah. It's just one of those where it's to appreciate the film.
Yeah. It's just appreciate. You can't really enjoy it. You can't appreciate it. So that has been our review of Ad Astra. If you like this review, please feel free to like it. If you didn't, you can do whatever the hell you want.
Go watch Lost in Space.
Lost in Space on Netflix. Or get Lost in Space. That's probably the better bet. If you actually love this review but you're not subscribed yet, please subscribe.
I got nothing else to say on that. If you're already subscribed, hit the notification if you haven't already.
Mm-hmm.
That way you get notified when we do these reviews of spacey movies.
Mm-hmm.
The choice was either this or Rambo. I don't know about these choices right now. I think are we gonna do Rambo?
We're gonna do Rambo.
Might as well.
Well, we gotta book the tickets.
Yeah.
Probably within a couple of days. These two movies came out in the same weekend.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess Rambo's gonna be our next PSA.
If
But
this wasn't a PSA already.
this is this is a PSA.
Yeah.
So I guess we're gonna do multiple PSAs in a week. Wow. Let's just at least hope Rambo is somewhat entertaining.
Oh, I have my doubts.
So yes, that has been it. Thanks again for watching, and until next time, we will see you later.
Lift off.